Changes that the merger agreement with Treehouse Education has been put on hold at the current swap ratio of 53 shares of Zee Learn for 10 shares of Treehouse. The management has formed a merger evaluation committee to reconsider the merger ratio. Mangalam Malu is joining in with the details. Mangalam, this is one deal that doesn't seem to be going through. It's been in the works for so long. Why have they decided to rework the numbers now?
Indeed, Surbhi. So let's just rewind the clock first and try to figure out where the problem actually started and what is the current status. The problem started when the pledge on Treehouse's promoters' shareholding started increasing. So it increased from 31.5% in June to 80% in December itself, and that coincided with the fall in the stock price. So that should come up with you a 60% fall from June to December, and that fall beheaded the promoters to pledge more shares. Left with no option, the promoters on December 4th informed that they are exploring a consolidation with Zee Learn. And however, on that very day itself, the bulk deal data that came out indicated that promoters Geeta Bhatia as well as Rajesh Bhatia have sold 9.6% of their stake in the company. In fact, the promoters' stake, which was already low at around 30%, fell even lower to 20.5%. But the street thought that the promoters have sold their stake to revoke the pledge, and that is what happened on December 17th. The promoters revoked the entire pledge on their shareholding itself. So that was a positive. And on December 23rd, then the merger ratio concomitantly was announced: 53 shares of Zee Learn for 10 shares of Treehouse. And at the current market prices of those counters, it seemed like a fair value deal, which valued Zee Learn at 39 rupees, where the current market price was around 41 rupees. The street took that. However, on March 12th, one fine day, we understand from the exchanges that the promoters have gone ahead and repledged their entire shareholding. In fact, as of March 31st, 99.5% of the promoter shareholding stands pledged. So so that casts aspersions on whether the deal will take place or not. And here's a roundup of why the deal could have fallen out. The first one is the fall in Treehouse's share price. Since the merger ratio was announced, Zee Learn has fallen 30%, while Treehouse has fallen 70%, implying that the merger ratio that was announced now stands skewed in the favor of Treehouse, because Zee Learn is now valued at 11 rupees versus the current market price of 30 rupees itself. The second reason is the divergent fourth quarter results. If you look at Zee Learn's fourth quarter net profit, it more than doubled at 104% higher. At the same time, Treehouse, on the other hand, posted a net loss of 30 crores, where the other expenses mysteriously quintupled at 32.5 crores. And finally, the most important reason was the cash. Zee Learn, when it wanted to merge with Treehouse was sitting on a cash of 151 crore rupees on the books. And as we see from March 2016 reporting, the cash has fallen mysteriously from 151 crores to 22 crore. No significant change in the balance sheet that explains this fall. So that could be another reason. We have tried to contact the managements. None of them have been responsive. But there are three questions that we need to ask. One, why did the promoters sell 9.6% of the stake on the day of this deal announcement? Secondly, why did they repledge their entire stakeholding? And thirdly, and most importantly, where is the cash?
This is almost sounding like a Bollywood pot boiler, Mangalam. Very nicely explained. Thanks so much indeed.